Hi, my name is Megan Wright. Welcome to our fourth class in the Introduction to Meditation series. I'm here in my home in the Willamette Valley in Oregon in the United States, and thank you for joining me. We are, this is our fourth class, so we have been doing this for a month. We are still under stay-at-home orders due to the pandemic, the COVID-19 pandemic, and it's a lot, a month at home. A lot of us are in different situations, but no matter what our situation is, there are probably big feelings involved, right? I hope that you are finding these classes helpful in observing and naming your emotions and finding ways to using these tools that we're talking about to manage them instead of letting them overwhelm you. So today we're going to be talking about a type of meditation called loving kindness or Metta meditation. And it's particularly good for an emotion that I think a lot of us are feeling right now, and that's helplessness. We are, this is just unprecedented, right? None of us have ever experienced anything like this before. We're fighting against a virus. We can't see it. We don't know very much about it. And what that fighting looks like a lot of nothing for many of us. We're just stuck at home without our normal routines and resources. That's frustrating. We feel helpless. This meditation is particularly well suited for that, I think. It's really helpful, particularly anytime that I have someone that I love that's experiencing pain and I am unable to help them in ways that feel concrete or significant enough to me. Metta meditation is always what I go to. So before we jump into that, let's do a brief recap of what we've done so far. So we haven't talked about this before, but most types of meditation fall in one of two categories. And one is focused meditation, which sometimes called samatha. All of the meditations that we've talked to up until this point are focus-based meditations. So we're giving our attention to one object with or one thing with the intent of helping our brains calm down and focus on that one thing, become peaceful. Whether we're focusing on our breath, whether we're focusing on a guided visualization and we're listening and focusing on the things that are being described to us, or if we're focused on a focused object or a mantra. These are all things that we're mindfully giving our awareness to, teaching our brains to be calm and control, to give ourselves control of our brains and not let them run away and become monkey brains, right? The other type of meditation, you briefly heard me mention in the first class, is called open monitoring or sometimes vipassana. And it is where you allow things to come to you. You allow whatever arises to come and you examine it, you allow it, you offer it compassion. Now, that's not usually where we start because we need to train our brains to not just jump all over the place and be crazy and wild before we can give our brain permission to allow what arises. So, loving kindness or metta meditation, the kind we're talking about today, is a mantra meditation with some aspects of Vipassana. It's sort of a bridge between the two, and I really like it for that reason. Now, it's one of my very favorite types of meditation. I practiced it almost exclusively for probably close to a year. I still practice it very often. It's one of the two primary meditations that I still practice on a regular, like as my own personal practices. I have crafted and cultivated my own personal meditation practice. Loving kindness meditation has found a prominent place there. So let me describe it to you. So the mantra, there is a mantra or a set of mantras associated with loving kindness meditation, but don't feel like these are rigid. They can change based on your circumstances, and they do change for me. If you look down several months in the meditation collaboration group, I talk about a modified Metta mantra or set of mantras that I was using. So, but the standard mantras are may I be safe, may I be happy, may I be healthy, and may I live with ease. So these are said repeatedly while holding 5 different people or groups of people in your mind. So this type of meditation is done first on behalf of yourself and then on behalf of other people, which is why it is so good for if you're feeling helpless. It is something that you can do for someone else. You can offer them loving kindness. And I have found this to be incredibly beautiful and powerful. And I don't feel helpless anymore after I do it. So how this works is pretty simple. A full metta session can be quite long, or you can just do portions of it, or you can shorten each section. And that's what we're going to do today as I walk you through a loving kindness meditation. Is we're only going to focus on each person or each group of people for 3 minutes. So let me talk about the groups of people. The first one is yourself, and we have talked about this repeatedly. You must always offer yourself compassion and love. And this is a very direct way of doing that. The meditation is that. It's not something that we're doing during the meditation as we allow ourselves to be human and allow ourselves to have emotions. It is the meditation. We are offering ourselves loving kindness. So we hold ourselves in our hearts, and that can look like a lot of things for you. Maybe you're, again, looking in a mirror. Maybe you can picture holding your heart in your hands. If you find this particularly difficult, you can also picture someone that you know loves you. someone that you consider the um, the epitome of love, and you can picture them saying these things to you and feeling these emotions towards you or offering you these gifts until you're able to do that for yourself. Now, why are we doing it for ourselves? Because as the often maybe even cliche saying is that you can't love someone until you can love yourself. You have to be able to. How are you supposed to offer loving kindness and compassion to someone if you can't offer it to the person that you are most responsible for, and that's yourself? So we always offer it to ourselves first. Okay. Second, you picture someone that you want to offer loving kindness towards, someone that you love, someone that you are holding in your heart. This is the place where if you have somebody that in your life that is suffering, that you are praying for them, that you wish you could do more for them, but that it's just impossible, you don't know what to do, this is where you hold them in your heart. This is where you meditate for them on their behalf. So, and we go through the mantras, each one, and we offer each of these things with intention and mindfulness and sincerity. Okay, next, we move on to somebody that we are feeling some animosity towards, someone that is difficult for us, and we're going to offer them these same gifts. Much like Ho'oponopono, we are taking on the responsibility of healing of a relationship. We are saying, despite our differences, despite our difficulties, I understand that you want the same things that I want. You want to be happy. You want to be safe. You want to be healthy. And you want to live with ease. All humans want this. So we offer it to them as a gift, as a peace offering. And this can be hard. So be gentle with yourself the first time you try it. Maybe don't choose the first time a person that you are most struggling with. Maybe choose somebody you just having a little bit of trouble with, and build up to offering these types of intentional gifts to anyone that you are having deep struggles with. And if this feels hard, remember that that's because these are real and sincere things. If they don't feel real when you're offering them to yourself, and then just remember that they must be real if they feel so difficult to offer them to someone else. Last, there's a couple of variations for the last one. You can move on to your community or a group of people that you feel like you're a part of or connected to, even loosely. It can be your town, or if you belong to a group of people, if you worship with a group of people, it can be the people that you worship with, just a community that you belong to, a larger community than your family. And again, recognizing that everyone within that community wants these same basic things, and that you are saying, I want them for all these people too. I want these things, and I will offer them wishes for those from my heart, prayers from my heart, that these things will be true for them as well. I will offer them compassion, and love. And then lastly, we can think of all the people in the world, all of humanity, and we can offer these same gifts to them. Now, this can feel, there's sort of two sides to this. I find sometimes this can feel very overwhelming. We rarely think about ourselves in terms of one of 7 billion people on the earth. 7 billion, that is a very big number. And it's hard to think of ourselves and the offering of loving kindness to these people as making a difference. And yet it does. And each of us that join in loving kindness and offering these gifts of love and self-compassion, we add to the collective offering on behalf of all of humanity. So we add to this great desire for all people to be happy, healthy, safe, and peaceful. So those are, it can either feel overwhelming or it can feel underwhelming, like it doesn't make a difference. Either way, sit with those emotions. As always, offer yourself compassion and allow those things. And like with other mantra meditations, if you can't feel the mantra from the beginning, if it doesn't feel intentional or mindful or sincere, it's okay to repeat it until it does. I've often told my children, the reason that what you say to yourself matters is because you always believe yourself. We believe ourselves when we tell ourselves things. So if we have negative self-talk, people like to say, oh, they're just words. Except for it is intrinsically true that we believe ourselves. So whatever we tell ourselves becomes true. Now, sometimes it takes saying those things over and over and over and over. Sometimes it takes a lot. And it seems to be true that it takes more for the good things than it does for the bad things. We're really quick to accept negative words into our mind and our hearts for some reason. But it takes more effort to accept loving, peaceful, kind things, especially about ourselves. But you will eventually, if you repeat them, say them, remind yourself, don't give up. You will begin to realize that they are true. And then you can lend more emotion and more intention and more sincerity to the mantras. All right, so I'm going to walk you through a 15-minute guided loving kindness meditation where we will focus on each of these people. And there it is. I need my phone to act as a timer. I will add some meditation music here, but I'll pause here for a minute to get started. As you're settling into whatever meditation pose you find comfortable, maybe pause to do some rhythmic breathing if you would like, and find a comfortable position. And then I'm going to give you a few moments to consider who you would like to offer loving kindness to, so that you are not panicking to think of someone. And just let it be natural. Who comes to you? Don't overthink it. Your brain knows who needs these gifts and who will benefit you as well as you offer light and love and compassion. that it will benefit your heart as well. So think of those things. Don't overthink it too much, but be gentle with yourself. And let's go ahead and get started. So first of all, I want you to start by thinking of yourself. Picture yourself in a mirror or sitting in your favorite place. And maybe smile at yourself. Might feel kind of strange, but be friendly with yourself. Be kind. Be compassionate. Maybe you consider holding your heart so that you can speak directly to your own heart. Now say to yourself, may I be safe. Feel what the word safe means to you. Wish that for yourself. Pray for that for yourself. Offer love and intention towards this word safe, and offer it to yourself. Now may I be happy. What does happy feel like? Want that for yourself. Offer it to yourself. Allow that for yourself. May I be healthy. Feel the word healthy. Imagine what that feels like in your body and in your mind. Offer that wish and that prayer with intention and sincerity to yourself. May I live with ease. What would that look like for you? Offer that with compassion to yourself. Now I want you to think of a friend or a loved one, someone that you love, someone that it's easy to love. Picture them in your mind and say to them, may you be safe. Particularly during this time, this feels like a very meaningful gift to offer to someone. Give your intention to them being safe. Now may you be happy. See them as being happy. Give energy and intention to that word and offer it to them. Give light to that intention and offer it to them. may you be healthy. What does it mean for them to be healthy in their heart and in their mind? Give your energy and your light to them. Lend it to them so that they may have that additional love, so that they may heal. Wish and pray for health for them. May you live with ease. Offer this gift to them. What does it look like for them to give up their struggles, to be unburdened from them? Wish that for them. Offer it to them. Feel the peace that comes from offering your intention for these beautiful blessings on behalf of someone you love. Now bring to mind your difficult person. Remember that if this is the first time you are doing Metta, to be gentle with yourself. This may be hard, and that's okay. All things worth doing are difficult at first. Picture this person and picture approaching them without guile, without anger. Say to them, may you be safe. Even if you are frustrated with someone, of course you want them to be safe. Allow for that. Offer it with energy and sincerity. Recognize that they have a desire to be safe. May you be happy. Recognize that they have a desire to be happy just like you. You share this desire, and you share it with all humanity. Let that be a bridge between you, and offer them your wish for happiness. May you be healthy. Offer this gift to them with compassion and kindness, knowing that we all desire to be healthy and free from pain in our bodies and in our minds. Acknowledge that you share that between you. You both want to be healthy, and you can agree on that and offer that wish to them. And lastly, may you live with ease. Wish for them. Offer to them with intention a desire. The desire that you have for them to live with peace and grace. Now bring to mind your community, a group of people for which you are part of a greater whole. You are one in a greater whole of this community. Picture this community, maybe where you congregate, or if you gather together in a big group of people, or maybe you you live together in the same town and you can picture your town or the main streets when they are full and our communities need loving kindness right now. Offer to all of these people, may you be safe. May you all be safe. Give intention to that wish for every person in your community. May you all be safe. You all desire that. They all desire that. Add your light to the light of others as we all wish them safety. And say to them, may you be happy. There is not enough happiness in our communities right now. Give this light and this wish, your energy, offer it to your community. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you all be healthy. And lastly, as our communities live in difficult times, offer this wish. May you live with ease. May you all live with ease. May you not fight against the things that you struggle with. May you find solutions to your burdens. Wish this for your community. Hope this for your community. Give your intentions to this desire. Now lastly, picture yourself sitting where you are. And now picture yourself as one of all of humanity. One of all humans and even all animals if you wish, all plants, the whole earth if you so desire. May you be safe. May you all be happy. May you be healthy. May you live with ease. May you be safe. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you live with ease. And now I invite you to feel within yourself feelings of peace, of love, of having offered and given a gift of great value. Recognize these things in yourself and give thanks. And now I invite you to come back to present by wiggling your fingers and wiggling your toes. Thank you for joining me in this loving kindness meditation. I hope that you practice it throughout the week and find it the antidote for the helplessness that and maybe any anger that you're feeling. And I will see you next week.